I'm ready for more. Oh, it's hard in the field, yeah. We tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Dolphins and the Jags, and it's coming up next.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now it's Wilson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's now in his 8th season in the league, and that's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Mayfield looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And again, it's Mayfield. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards yards between those last two plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. And sometimes he comes up really hyped up.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The return man, Wilson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jacksonville set to go again offensively in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly... Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Phillips. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mayfield on first down, eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Mayfield now. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete.
Whoever the dive look that time, our defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield flush to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hines. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. This to Hines on the drop-off. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Throwing. Mayfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at RE. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both teams making their final adjustments. We're closing in on the second half. And for the call, let's get you back over to London, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Come on now, let's go!
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second and 10. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Working with second and 5 now. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This is caught. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They run. Robinson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Now, James Robinson, surprise start last year as an undrafted rookie. 5'10", 220. He is a tough man to get to the ground. On first down, it's Robinson. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 17, Garoppolo. And a dump off here to Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Well, we've often talked, and rightly so, about how great a story James Robinson was last year. Undrafted as a running back to over 1,000 yards rushing as a rookie. But what gets lost, especially for being a big man like he is, he's a great asset as a pass receiver, too. 49 catches for close to 350 yards.
On second and goal, Garoppolo, and he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. A slant to Jones. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. The kick by Lambo is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Miami set to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead it.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
This is the tight end, Njoku. That catch good for only a couple.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
From the 27, Garoppolo gets this to his running back, Jeff Wilson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll run for it with Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that is taken in by Njoku. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Robinson's got it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Garoppolo again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On the run, it's Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
James Robinson,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
And his first carry, he loses the football. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Here's Mayfield. And he finds Parker here, complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This is caught by Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard